had no eyes, no ears, nose, or mouth. So this sentence was said if you could call it a face, means the Mr. Oliver, a face which he saw, if we considered it as a face, because there were no eyes on the face, there were no ears, no nose and or mouth. It was just a round smooth head with a school cap on top of it. It was just a round smooth head, and on the head there was a cap, and that where the story should end. But for Mr. Oliver it did not end here. The story should be ended here, but it was not, because there was something more shocking for Mr. Oliver. The torch fell from his trembling hand. The torch fell down from his shaking hands. He turned and stumbled down the path, running blindly through the trees and calling for a help. He started running blindly. He fell on the path. Again he stood up and started running, and he started calling for the help. He was still running towards the school building when he saw a lantern swinging in the middle of the path. He was running towards the school. Then he saw a candle, or lantern, which was waving by somebody. So he ran towards that light. Mr. Oliver stumbled up to the watchman, gasping for breath. He was breathless, so he reached near the watchman. "What is it, Sahib?" asked the watchman. "Has there been an accident? Why are you running?" Watchman was there. He asked this question to Mr. Oliver, that why were you running? Is there any accident he had seen? "I saw something horrible. A boy weeping in the forest and had no face." This is the answer of Mr. Oliver, that he has seen something horrible. He has seen some boy who was crying in the forest, but on his face there were no eyes, ears, no nose and no mouth. "Do you mean it was like this, Sahib?" asked the watchman, and raised the lamp to his own face. The watchman had no eyes, no ears, no features at all, not even an eyebrow. And that's when the wind blew the lamp out. The watchman raised the lamp and showed his own face, and said that it was like his own face, as the watchman had no ears, no eyes, even no eyebrows on his face. And then the wind came that blew the lamp, and the story ended. So it is the surprising ending of the short story. So what is important, first of all, about Mr. Oliver? Who was he? Anglo-Indian teacher. And where was he? Was returning from bazaar late night outside hill station. About the school, especially this, which name of the magazine, and what was declared by it. Eton of the East, meaning of this sentence, as I have told it is the name of a famous school in Britain, and there is a comparison between the school in Shimla and because of same standards. About Shimla Bazaar, cinemas and restaurant 3 miles away from the school, and the way he was coming back, why he was coming back through that pine forest, why other people didn't follow the same path, why other people didn't come through the forest during the night. The answer of this question, why this phrase nervous and imaginative man is used for Mr. Oliver, and what did he saw in the forest, where was the boy, what was he doing, why Mr. Oliver felt uneasy, what did he ask to the boy, and the way he was crying from here, and what did he saw on his face, why he was shocked, why the torch fell down from his hand, and what did he do after that? Ran blindly, scrambled down the path. Where did he reach? What did he saw when he was running towards the school? And then ending of the short story, that what did the watchman say, and how was the face of the watchman. Now come to the title of the short story, A Face in the Dark. It is a suitable title, that the whole short story, the main, it is about the face which he saw in the darkness of the night in the forest. So this is a suitable title. It is all about this short story. If you have any question in your mind, you can note down it, and you can tell me afterwards. We will discuss it. Thank you.